Hey everyone, I'm David Finz, and on this episode of the Cyber Insurance Imperative, we are taking a closer look at the role of the Chief Information Security Officer, or CISO, and how they have become an essential part of corporate life. Each year, the cybersecurity firm Proofpoint releases a Voice of the CISO report, surveying over 1,600 information security professionals. And this year's report shows that CISOs have increasing confidence in their organization's capability to deal with a cyber attack. Just 43% of this year's respondents felt unprepared, compared with 61% last year. That's a reflection of the considerable resources being devoted to cybersecurity. There are some really interesting findings in this report, particularly around the recognition of the power of AI to be used not only by threat actors in crafting attacks, but by organizations looking to bolster their defenses as well. But what I really want to focus on today are the concerns they have expressed over personal liability. The report indicates that 66% of those surveyed see this as a significant concern, 4 points higher than in 2023. But even more tellingly, 72% stated that they would not sign on with an organization that did not offer them directors and officers liability, or D&O coverage. That's a sharp spike from 61% last year. Now, this probably shouldn't be all that surprising, given the media spotlight that was shown on Joe Sullivan, the information security expert who was convicted on federal charges of obstruction in connection with his role in the 2016 data breaches at Uber. But it goes beyond that rather unusual case. As privacy litigation and regulatory investigations become more commonplace, CISOs are going to want to be certain that their employers have the right coverage for their legal fees and possible damages or settlement costs resulting from a claim against them. D&O liability insurance has been around for decades, and for anyone serving on a corporate board, it's a must-have form of coverage. But less attention has been devoted to the fact that this coverage can protect officers as well, officers like CISOs. But not all D&O coverage is the same. You're going to want to make sure that there is adequate coverage for non-indemnifiable loss, which can be triggered if the company becomes insolvent or if the company is otherwise unable or unwilling to indemnify the individual. This is known as Side A coverage, and a well-structured D&O program will have at least one Side A only layer, ideally with difference in conditions or DIC wording, to respond even when the underlying coverage doesn't. Another important provision worth noting is severability. Simply put, an innocent insured should not have coverage excluded on account of the wrongful acts attributed to another insured. So you'll want to make sure that those actions are not imputed to another individual, and only the actions of folks in the C-suite should be imputed to the insured organization. The point is that cyber insurance policies do not typically cover claims against directors and officers. The key is making sure that these coverages fit together to form a seamless risk transfer system for your business, and that is where Alliant can help. We can review your coverages to identify any gaps and offer recommendations as to how to make your insurance program more airtight to help you recruit and retain qualified CISOs. Want to learn more? Please don't hesitate to reach out. You can DM me on LinkedIn or email me at david.finz@alliant.com, and I'll be happy to take a look at your current policies in light of these risks. And if your current broker isn't having these conversations with you, maybe it's time that you discover the more rewarding way to manage risk. Thanks for watching.